Hello and welcome to day 4. Today's going to be an all-out leg day. So I'm actually narrating over this video today because of audio issues. But basically we're going to be going over or working out quads, hamstrings, glutes. Go ahead and follow along as we do the warm-up. I'm going to stretch over to the side, over to the top, switching arms over to the side, up to the top, and just little side to side reaches. It's going to give your sides a nice little stretch. Remember, this warm-up part is also meant to get your heart rate up as well. This move is going to open up those hips, and it's designed just to get your hips ready for all the different moves. So right here, we're just going to work on getting the knees ready for all the squats and lunges we're about to do. So these are just little mini squats, just getting the knee joints ready and getting the fluid moving around in there. Hopefully your heart rate's starting to get up there a little bit. So round 1, we're going to start with a squat walk back and forth. So pretty much stay low, walking back and forth. Each time you come up is 1. Each time you go back is 2. It's 20 of these all together. Now we're going to switch legs right there. Basically just means you're switching the leading leg. The lower you can hold it, the deeper you're going to feel it into the glutes. Stay nice and low as you can. Shake it off from that burn you're probably going to feel on the top of the quads there. So next we're going to be doing some double front lunges. So remember that body alignment from that first workout, from your head all the way down. So head, shoulders, hips, knee. You're coming down and doing kind of like a mini pulse in between each lunge. This one we're going to be doing 10 on each leg. Make sure to breathe in and out as you go. And one thing to remember right here is you don't actually touch your knee to the floor. Switch legs. And also remember to just never lock out on those knees. On any of these leg moves that we're doing, is just don't lock out on the knees. Almost there, we're almost at number 10. Shake it off. Next we're going to do some duck unders. So bring your feet out nice and wide. Now we're going to pretend that there's a bar about right there in front of you. Lean over to the side, and now just imagine that you're going to duck underneath that bar. And just be careful to not lock out on that knee on the straight leg. You want to keep it ready to go for the duck. So this one we're doing 20. Every time you come up, it counts as 1. So now we're going to repeat all of that all over again one more time. So we're starting with squat walk back and forth. Now if you want to make this more difficult, just add in some weights right there. And you can also go deeper into that squat position. However you're feeling, if you feel like your legs can handle it, take it low. Make sure to switch legs at 10. Stand up, breathe it out. Now I'm going to face the other way for these lunges. Remember, it's the double front lunge. You might feel the burn on the quad right there, but take a breath and keep on going. Shake it off and go for that other leg. And of course, got to make sure you get switched to the right leg there. So now we're on the other leg. So now, as all these workouts are designed for mostly beginners or postpartum or whatever it is, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below so that way I can answer them for you. And remember, over time, balance and flexibility will get stronger and better. The key part right now is just to have fun with it. So these duck unders right here, these are focused kind of on lower back, inner thighs, and hip muscles. Bring it in. Now we're going to get ready for round 2. And this is where this paper towel right here is going to come into play. So if you have tile, you can use a paper towel. If you have carpet, you can use a paper plate. Or if you have those round disc sliders, those actually work perfect. Those are the ones that have a slippery side and a grippy side. But today I'm going to be using a paper towel. We're going to start with some side lunge sliders. It's pretty much going into a side lunge and then bringing it back in. But we're staying low in this one the whole time, so that way we can work a little bit deeper into that quad muscle. And we are going to do 10 on each leg here. Key with this one is all in the control. You don't want to go too fast on this one or too slow. So take it low, slide it in. Remember to breathe it out as you go. Alright, we're going to push that over to the side for the moment. Take a deep breath. And now we're going to be almost mimicking the first round and doing a double back lunge. This one does feel a little bit different. Same muscle groups basically though. So remember, kind of like a mini pulse in between each lunge. And we're gonna do 10 on each leg. And switch legs. Remember not to take a humongous step because you got to keep that body alignment as close as possible to that line. We're almost at 10 right here. And now we're going to be doing goblet squats with pulses. So this one you can use weights, or if you don't have any weights, you can also do them without weights as well. If you have bands, you could even step on the bands and use the bands as your weight. But I'm going to hold these up like this, kind of like holding a massive cup like a goblet. Feet are out nice and wide with your toes pointing towards the corners. We're doing 5 squats, and then you're gonna come all the way down and we're gonna pulse it out for 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And full motion again for 5. There's 2. There's 3, 4, 5. Now we're gonna take it down and pulse it out one more time. Go ahead and set those weights down, and we're going to slide it out again. Alright, now I'm going to start on the other leg just to change it up a bit. So stay low, slide it in, 10 on each leg. Breathe it out as you go. Switch legs. Get yourself ready. Take it low. Slide it in. And 10 right there. Push that out to the side. Now we're going to go right into those double back lunges, and I'm going to face the other way for this one. Around 6 right there. 7. 8. And 10. And switch to the other leg. Halfway there, we're 5 in, 6, 7, that's 8, 'Sorry about that miscount there, but that was 10 on each leg. Alright, now for those goblet squats. Remember, hold your weights up. This works pretty well if you have a kettlebell. Now we're doing 5 full motion, and then 5 pulsing it out. And pulsing it out just means you're going to come up and down just a few inches. And we're going to repeat that again, 5 full, the 5 pulse again. And stand it up. Alright, so now we're gonna grab another paper towel, split that in half, because you're gonna need one for each foot. Get yourself ready. So now you hold this in the plank position. If you have bad wrist, you can also just set your arms down and use your forearms. Both actions are the same. You're just going to pike yourself up into a letter V. We're doing 10 of these. This does involve a bit of abs, but also some leg power as well. Stand yourself up, push those out to the side, and we're gonna do a crab walk with a pulse. So start on one side of your room. Use a band if you want to right here, it'll make it a little bit tougher. Take it in and out. On the out part, that's when you're gonna go a little bit lower, but we're staying low the whole time. So I'm going 5 steps over, pulse it out for 5. And then we're going to do 5 steps over the other way. Pulse it out for 5. We're going to repeat this 4 times in total. So now we're on number 3. Pulse it out for 5. Now we're going to go the other way. And pulse that out for 5 again. Take a nice deep breath. Those ones are pretty good for giving your quads a nice little burn. So shake that off a little bit. Last move is a double side lunge. So the trick with this one is don't lock out, of course, on the knees, and try to keep your chest up as high as you can. We're going to do 10 on each side. So these are doubles, just like the front ones and the back ones. So it's like a little pulse in between. And go ahead and switch legs. Almost there. All right, now we get to do all 3 of these one more time around. So grab your sliders or paper towels or plates, whatever you're using at the moment. Get yourself ready in plank position and pike it up. Remember, 10 of these. Slide all of that out over to the side, because we're done with those for the moment. Now we're going to go ahead and get into that crab walk with the pulse again. So start down low. Take it 5 over. Pulse it out for 5. Walk it on to the other side. And pulse it out for 5. Now we gotta go for round 3. Pulse it out for 5. And pulse it out for 5. Take a deep breath, and we're gonna go right into those double side lunges. Round 5 right here, I believe. Now into the other leg. Now we're at 5. And last one. Take a nice deep breath. Now it's time to cool down. Good job. I hope you had fun. Now remember, you want to get your heart rate calming down nice and slow. So we're just going to walk it off side by side to cool off the fire that's in the legs right now. We're going to give it a little twist. That little twist is going to feel nice on the hips. Take a nice little step back. Remember to control your breathing. Let's give it a nice little side stretch here. Now reach it over to the other side. Bring it down. Lean forward, keeping your back as flat as you can and your chest and shoulders up. Don't lock out on the knees right here. Lean over to the one side. And we're going to stretch the inner thighs like this. Lean to the other side. Be careful to not hunch over on your shoulders. Lean over to one leg. Drop your knee, drop your foot. Hold that just for a few seconds there. Pick your toes up, pick your knees up. Walk it over to the other side. Get into position there. Drop your knee, drop your foot. Feel that stretch. Pick up the toes, pick up the knee, walk it in. Reaching over to one side. Now if you can't reach that far down your leg, start with your calves or your upper thigh or lower thighs. Work your hands up just a little bit. Switch it over. Bring your foot up in nice and slow. Great job, everyone. Thanks for watching. Take a deep breath and join me for day 5.